Well, guess what day it is, people? It's New Bike Day. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to New Bike Day for me. So it's the best day of the year for any biker. Finally, if you've been watching the channel for a bit, you'll know that I've debated and deliberated and procrastinated over this bike for a few months now. And finally, I've pulled the trigger on this one. Yeah, and this is the first ride. I'm literally left the dealership maybe 10 miles ago, heading out to a friend's house just now, and we're gonna go for a ride. So yeah, I thought I'd bring you along with the excitement of New Bike Day. So I hope you enjoy this, because I certainly am enjoying it. So a little bit about the bike. It is a 23 plate BMW F900XR, if you didn't already know from the opening sequence of this video. It is the bright racing blue colour, which I specifically wanted. I've seen a lot of black ones and they are absolutely lovely as well, but I'd never actually seen a blue one in the flesh, even though I thought it was blue that I wanted from browsing. So yeah, I saw this one, and yeah, the blue certainly stands out to me, so I'm glad I waited, got a blue one. It's got bits and bobs on it. I can do a full, well, I will do a full sort of video walk around and chat about it at some point in the future, soon. But for now, just thought I'd do a quick video for now, because this is the first time I've ridden the bike. It's got a huge screen on it, slightly higher screen than standard. This is the TE model, so I believe that comes with a slightly shorter screen. I think I need to get past these cars actually, because this is ridiculous. Let's go for it. I'm just in road mode at the moment. I've not tried any of the modes yet. I will be trying those later today. Anyway, sorry, it's got a puke, however you want to say it, screen. And as I say, I'm beating myself, but I'm excited today. So yeah, this is the TE model. Sorry. As I was saying, TE model, so it doesn't have the electronic suspension, which I'm not sure if that matters or not at this point. I don't know. It has everything else. It's got cruise control, it's got the Navigator 6, which I think is the last incarnation of it that the BMW did with Garmin. I may be wrong about that, but I've read varying degrees of review regarding this, but I shall wait and see. I've never had a bike that's had sat-nav on it before, so it's a first for me. We shall see how that goes. I don't tend to use sat-nav unless, you know, specifically going to a place I've never been before. What else has it got? It's got a GR Moto exhaust on it, which when you're standing at the side of the bike at standstill, it seems really quite loud. But now that I've driven a few miles on it, it's not offensive at all riding along, so it's fine. Just the noise of that that parallel twin. It's got crash protection on it here and there. It's got full BMW luggage on it, which is a first for me. I've never had a bike in my life, 40 odd year of riding motorbikes, never had a bike that had luggage. So there you are, that's a first. Also a first for me is this is the first non-Japanese bike I've ever owned in over 40 years of riding bikes. Sorry, itchy face, so the wind noise is probably going to deafen you. The screen is adjustable, so in fact, what are we doing now? Put the screen up, try and remember this point in the video and see if that makes any difference to the noise, the wind noise. My first impressions of the bike are, yeah, it's got quite a comfortable riding position. I'm quite comfy, although already, and this is a little bit disappointing, I've read many stories on the internet regarding the comfort of the standard BMW seat. Many of these reviews saying that it's awful. And I'm not going to go quite as far as to say it's awful, but I think already I can tell what they meant. It already feels a little bit hard, and I probably haven't even done 20 miles yet. So we may get used to it, I don't know. Let's get a few more miles under our belt and make a different, possibly a different decision on that. We have still got the vibes, which means my right hand is still going numb, but luckily on this bike we have got cruise control, so when it's safe to do so I can engage cruise control. Like so, and rest my hand, which is going to be a godsend for me, because it's one of the things that has really affected my riding over the last 3 or 4 years. Just been able to hand off for a little bit of time. So power wise, I'm only in road mode at the moment, so yeah, it does feel quite tame. I wanted to do a few miles in road to sort of really get a feel for the bike in road before switching it up to dynamic. This is quite unusual for me, because normally I would just go mental and not do that. I'm trying to be sensible and also trying to provide a sort of objective review or information for anybody watching this video that may be thinking of buying an XR, because I certainly gobbled up all the information I could find when I was looking. So yeah, it's quite rough. I said this in the road test video a months back. Rough's not the right word, but it's definitely not as refined as my Kawasaki Z900, and not as powerful, not in road mode anyway. hours of comfortable riding. Seat, go back to the seat issue, that remains an issue. My problem is that I'm quite short, so I could actually do with a lowered seat. But Mr. BMW, I got a price for the low seat when I was there today, picking this up, and £340. Which I am definitely not going to be paying, because this is the standard seat and it's already a little bit hard feeling. So if you tell me you want me to pay 340 quid for the low seat, which I imagine just has less padding in it, no, that's a no. So I do have a couple of ideas for modifying the seat. I plan to make a video of that, because I think seat height for shorter people like me is quite a popular subject. So anything I can do to help any of you out there with my modifications and attempts at making it lower, you're more than welcome to share and have that information. If it helps, brilliant. Anyway, these are just very initial thoughts. I think I will cut the video there for now and get a few more miles done. If we end up anywhere scenic today, I should film that as well. But for now, thank you very much for joining me on my very first day, my bike collection day. Brilliant. I'll leave it there for now, people. Again, sorry repeating. Goodbye for now. Well, here we are at the end of day one of ownership of the F900XR BMW. Just picked this up today. Not sure if I'll tack this onto the other video or if it'll be a standalone video, but anyway, I picked this bike up this morning and I've been driving it all day, riding it all day. On my way home now, it's early evening, and by the time I get home I reckon I've probably done about 200 miles today. And gotta say, I'm delighted, really pleased with it. It's a different animal to the other bikes I've got, but that's what I wanted something a bit different and a bit more comfortable and a bit more practical. And all of those things apply. It's definitely more comfortable. Read all sorts of stories about the seat on these bikes being hard and unforgiving and just plain awful. I'm going to buck the trend a bit there by saying so far it's fine. I mean, like I say, about 200 miles, maybe a bit more today, and many hours in the saddle, in the seat. And yes, it's a bit hard, but for me, I don't see any need to change it right now. It is only day one, so I'm well aware that yeah, things can change. But seat-wise, yes, the only thing, and it goes back to something I've whittled on about so many times on this channel, my height is not very high, so I'm not struggling. I can flat foot once either side if I just scoot my backside over a little bit. The only real issue I would say is, you know, when you're just reversing it back into a parking spot, you got to sort of manoeuvre it with your feet. that's a bit tricky, depending on the camber, etc. of the terrain at the time. So yeah, that's the only issue I have seat-wise. I do have a plan, which I will make a video about if my plan works, but that is something for another day. But yeah, seat, as far as I'm concerned, fine. Not brilliant, but not bad. Certainly livable with. What else can I tell you about today? It handles great. Handles well. It's got Michelin Road 6 tyres on it, which are very good tyres. I don't have the same need or urgency to throw it around as I do with the other bikes I have, and again, that's probably a good thing, because that's what I was looking for a bit more of a relaxed ride that I can spend all day riding and you know, not have to feel that I've got to be doing some crazy speed or up on the back wheel or whatever. I'm quite happy just bimbling. Today, I mean, we've very, very rarely been above 60 miles an hour. We have a couple of times, but yeah, for the most part today. So that's sort of negates the lack of power, if you can call it a lack of power, because it hasn't got a lack of power. It's plenty quick enough. I've had it in dynamic mode for, other than when I first picked it up this morning. Been in dynamic mode for the majority of these 200 miles, and it's perfectly adequate. The other bike I was with today was a Kawasaki GTR 1400, and we were never embarrassed, so it's fine. The power is fine. It's just a case of me recalibrating my brain from quicker, more powerful Japanese inline 4s to a parallel twin. The screen being a slightly extended screen, a puge screen, however you say it, I don't know. I've had it in the lower position all day, and it's done a fantastic job of keeping wind blast off of me. Next to no wind blast at all. Today, unbelievably, up here in the north of Scotland, it has been really warm. I mean, between 25 and 28 degrees, which is absolutely incredible for up here. So yeah, it's actually been a couple of points where it was, Jesus, I could do with a cold wind blast. It's so hot. So it certainly keeps wind blast away, and once we get a ride out on a colder day, that'll be more of an indicator as to how it is protection wise in the cold. I can't comment on the heated grips yet, because obviously I've not used them today, not in 25 plus degrees temperatures. So that's still something to check again when the weather gets a bit chillier, which it will very quickly. The hand guards, again, difficult to know if they're making any difference today. To be quite honest, it would have been nice to not have hand guards, or not to not have hand guards, but to have a cool breeze blowing up my hands because of the heat. But no, I've not been cold at all today, too hot if anything. So yeah, I think weather protection wise, certainly on a hot day it's been fine. Possibly too much, because like I say, it was actually quite hot behind the screen, which I find incredible to say. But that's more down to the weather here today than anything to do with the bike. What else have we got? We got a quick shifter. This is the first bike I've ever had with a quick shifter, so I can understand for track use
and it's fine to have it. I'm not complaining at all, but I don't really see the point. I'm quite happy just clutching up and down. I have used it. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but yeah, I'm pretty much middle of the road regarding the quick shifter. What else we got? We got the modes. Like I said, I've touched on it. Obviously do more videos on that as time goes by, but I've had it in road, which was quite tame, and I've had it in dynamic for the majority of today, which was better. Don't know if I've still got Dynamic Pro to try. Not entirely sure if that is sort of user, you know, you make the setting, or whether Dynamic Pro is a thing on its own. I'm sure if I read the book or consulted Google, I could find that out easily, and I will. But feel free to comment below. Is Dynamic Pro a standalone mode on its own, which improves and tightens things up more, or is it a user? You know, is it a mode that you set the parameters for yourself? Say it handles well. I'm gonna have to pass these cars. I'm fed up with this. Excuse me a minute. So it's got a nice bit of power. As you can see. So yeah, there's no lack of power. It's absolutely fine. So yeah, I'm sure there are many things that I have missed. I'm just rather excited and happy because it's new bike day, and I've been thinking about one of these bikes for a long time, and here we are. We finally ended up with this bike. I didn't think it was going to be this bike. It remains to be seen if it's been a mistake and I should have bought a different bike, but certainly on day one I'm delighted, really happy with it. I'll try and put up pictures of it. It's the blue version. I think it looks stunning. So yeah, any comments or questions or whatever would be fine. Any input's great. Appreciate anybody that watches any of my videos. I realise that I'm very much at the beginning of the YouTube journey, and I don't know if it'll go anywhere, but I quite enjoy making the content and I will continue to do so. So yeah, I think that's about it really. What else have we? Well, we've got keyless ignition, keyless ride they call it, which again I've never had a bike with that. It's fine, it's not bad, it's not, I don't see the, well, it's not seeing the point of just, I'd be happy enough just putting a key in. It's no hardship to do that, but you know, the bike's got it and that's good. I'm happy about that. Of course, another thing that this bike has that I've never had before is luggage. This bike's got 3-piece BMW luggage, so it's the top box and the 2 side boxes, but they're not boxes, they're like soft, but not soft, canvasy type things. So as I say, I've never had a bike with luggage, and today it was fantastic because anytime we did stop, I could put my helmet in the top box, which it seems like such a small thing, but God, it was so handy. So handy. If you're nipping into a shop to buy a drink or whatever, something to eat, both hands free. which is great. So I may be a top box convert, although I wouldn't have one on my other bikes, because a top box on an R1 or a Z900 may look a bit daft, but on this bike it's made for it, so I'm quite happy. Yes, I can thoroughly recommend having a top box if your bike suits it. The side panniers, I was thinking that I would probably just have them on until I got home, and I would take them off and probably never have them on unless I was actually going to go away for a night or a weekend or whatever. I will probably have to take them off to get the bike into my garage. I think it's with them on, it's going to be maybe slightly too wide. I don't know, we'll find out. But I actually quite like them, so even with them I might just leave them on. Just leave them on the bike. Which, if you'd said that to me, you know, before today, I would have said, no way, never having panniers and this old manny stuff. Well, I think I'm thoroughly in old manny territory now. Part of the reason that I bought this bike is because it's my birthday soon. At the beginning of September, I reached the ripe old age of 60. 60! God! So, I decided I was going to buy this for me, and I have done. So, there we have it. And would you believe it, it's starting to rain. So, I've had the full day of extraordinarily low, hot temperatures, and here we are. I'm roughly, I don't know, 20 miles or so from home after a full day's riding, and the rain is approaching. It's not approaching, it's on. You probably see it on the lens. So to that end, people, I am going to end the video there, and thank you if you have watched it for this long. I know it's probably far too long a video. I doubt many of you are still watching at this point, but this was my collection of my new bike today. So once again, thank you for watching. If you like this sort of thing, I obviously hope to make much more content, especially now with this new addition to the garage. So please subscribe and watch along for hopefully quite a lot more adventures. Anyway, I've waffled enough. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.